Colby
I'm not
went.
going to be the first one to
Oh, I
go.
wasn't here for that. Okay. Colby got Colby got 51. There you go. That's great. Doesn't matter. That's great. Watching.
Oh no.
That's all right. That's all right.
26.
Okay, good afternoon everyone and welcome to this press conference with Jarrod Bowen. As ever, if we can take through a maximum of 3 questions each and we'll get around as many as we can. And once again, we'll have a little embargo section at the end. So Rob, get us underway.
Hi Jarrod, good to see you. Listen, you featured in both of England's 2 opening games, and when you look at the masses of wide attacking talent that there is in this squad, just how big a compliment is that for you?
Yeah, it gives you a massive confidence boost as well. I think one of the main things that especially some of the experienced lads I spoke about is being ready for the opportunity, because you never know when it's going to come. And for me, like I said, I think when we spoke before, it was honour to play for your country in the first place, but to do it at a major tournament as well is another thing. And the 2 games have been, really good tests for me to come in and, winning the first game to, help defend the lead, try and make an impact. And I think that's the main thing you can do when coming off the bench is bringing that energy that I know I can bring, that freshness, and also trying to make an impact in the later stages of the game. So for me, yeah, it's been a real confidence booster, and to be in both of the games is a really proud moment for me as well.
It feels like there's a lot of negativity around in the media and maybe with some of the England fans as well after those first 2 performances. Is that a bit harsh when you're still unbeaten? And I wonder what the mood's like in the camp.
Yeah, no, mood's really high, and you try not to get involved in the outside world, because what we've got is a real tight group, a real togetherness, and like you said, we're sat here with 4 points, and it's probably the standards that we've set that it's not 2 wins, but it's still 4 points. We're still top of the group, and we're still in control of our own destiny. And we go with Tuesday's game, win that, and then we're going into the knockouts. But there's a lot to get to that win. They're a really good side, a lot of respect to them, and I think every game is so different. It's my first tournament, but the teams that you come up against all pose different threats, and Serbia were very direct, had a lot of crosses in the box, and Denmark were a lot more technical, I thought. But again, I guess that's tournament football, and the teams were really good opposition. So we know Tuesday will be a difficult game, but we know what we have to do, and we're calm about it. We're not sat here with 2 games, 2 losses, bottom of the group. We're, like I said, still in a really good position. So looking forward to the game Tuesday, I think.
The manager said that the squad generally has some fitness issues, and 2 vital players in Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane seem to be struggling a little bit. How worried should we be about where those 2 are at right now?
No, I wouldn't be worried. You're coming off the back of a really big season. The games that we've had are quite, I think it was 4 days after the Serbia game that we played the other night as well. So I think it's challenging for everyone. I think everyone was out on their feet, especially after the second game as well, that quick turnaround of the games. And like I said, that's when it's important that everyone's ready for their opportunity, because you never know when it's going to come. And everyone's in a good place. They're just running a lot, so probably tired. But no, everyone's in a good place, and I feel like everyone's ready when needed.
Jarrod, hi. Henry Winter. That was your 50th game for club and country the other night. You played more than 4,000 minutes this season, 69 hours. How have you kept so fresh, physically and mentally?
Probably the twins keeping me busy when I'm away from football. But no, I just enjoy playing football, know what works for my body in terms of recovery. probably been more disappointed this season. I've had a couple of little knocks that have stopped me for a couple of games, so I could have played more. And for me, it's, of course, playing football is difficult, but you're doing something that you love. So for me, it's just I want to play every game that I can. So getting myself ready, knowing what works for my body through my career that I've done, and yeah, just always been available for the games. But like I said, probably more disappointed that I've missed a couple through little injuries.
Just looking at the other games out here, there's a lot of high-intensity pressing from the teams that are doing well. Can you sort of explain how England press? Because it has been a bit of a debate.
Yeah, no, I think it's, the games that we've had, especially the first game, Serbia were, like I said before, very direct, went forward, and we knew that, if we maybe stepped on a bit too much, the second balls, we leave ourselves open, in the middle of the pitch. So, I think it's finding the right balance. And I think in games we've done, Dek done one the other day, when he won the ball back on the edge of the box. And it's just finding the right moments and the right balance to go, because, like you said, it's challenging to press for 90 minutes. I don't think any team can do that. But it's picking the moments, and as soon as you win the ball back a couple of times high up the pitch, the opposition will then, they might go longer, or they might think again about trying to play out from the back when you get that success from it. But not all the time you're not going to get success, but it's about sticking with it. And when we do win the ball back in the dangerous positions like we done the other night.
Hi, Jarrod. Faye from TalkSport. You okay?
Good, thank you.
Good. Suggestions from both Declan Rice and Gareth Southgate that maybe some of the players are almost trying too hard and care too much. Do you see that?
I think it's difficult to say care too much, because you're playing for a country at a tournament. Of course, you want to put everything into the game, but I think it's important to find that balance of, yes, you want to be hyped up for the game, but not too much where your emotions can kind of boil over, and then not the other end of the spectrum where you're too calm and too chilled on the pitch. So I think it's about finding that balance in terms of being calm, being ready, and I think we've got that in the changing room a lot. And I think the first game was, we put everything into that to win that game. I think we spoke about in the build-up of that, winning that first game, getting off to a good start, and we wanted to win the second game as well. Of course we did, but in the end we took the point. And like I said, it's all for Tuesday now. We're in a really good position, and I've been a fan of England. This is my first major tournament. I remember watching the last Euros and the World Cup. We were sat with 4 points after 2 games. So it's the same position as before. It's calm minds around the camp. Players have been here longer than some players, know what it takes, and I think the main message is we're calm, we're ready, and we look forward to the challenge on Tuesday.
What's your message to the fans? Because there does seem to be a bit of a split. Obviously, the performances haven't been how you would have wanted them, and everybody has come out and said, we can do better than this. There's a split between the fans who are being reasonable, saying top of the group and 4 points, and the others saying this is not good enough. What message do you have for them?
No, listen, I get it as well. Because you want to win the games and you want to be in the best position possible. But sometimes it's not as easy as that. And the support here is, like I said before, it's my first tournament, so it's my first time seeing England at a major tournament with the fans and the following that it is. And for me, it's one of the best. And yes, we're disappointed that we haven't won the game, but I think, like I said before, those are the standards that we've set. We want to win these games. We want to win as many games as possible. But it's not given to you as easy as that. There's always a process that goes into the game. The build-up, getting to the game, and then dealing with the game when we get there. So I think it's probably just a mix of that we've set such high standards that it's not. We don't expect to win every game, because I think that's a bit of an arrogance. But we're always confident in our own ability to win. But my message with your fans would keep sticking with it, keep showing the support that you have done, because for me to experience it has been incredible. So for me is stick with it, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Just one final question. Just wondering, from a psychological point of view, the mentality has been brought into question a couple of times, especially with a lot of the younger players. And I understand that there is no specific psychologist in camp. So how do you make sure, what do you do at West Ham versus what you do in England? Do you need somebody to bring that balance that you talked about?
No, because I think the balance that we've got, like I said, there's some players, myself included, it's their first major tournament, and you've got players that have done 5 or 6. So, it's a real good balance. And, you go through challenges every week at your club level. Yes, it's, for your country, and it may be different, but for me, it's, still the same challenges with opposition, the build up to games, the pressure of it. But I think we've been playing long enough now to understand what it takes and what it takes to play for your country and represent your country at a major tournament. So for me, the guys that have been here a longer time have been really supportive with that. And, you know, if you ever need a conversation, you know, you can always have a quick conversation. But yeah, like I said, we've been players playing at the, you know, the highest level. So you know what it takes to win. You know, I feel like we're a team of winners, and we want to win and really want to achieve something. So like I said, it's finding that balance of having players that have experienced it, to maybe help the players that, you know, haven't experienced it before. But I think it's a really good balance to have as well.
Hi, I'm Davide with Gazzetta in Italy. You mentioned this is your first tournament. I'm curious, what have you learned so far about the experience? How much the experience is making you better?
No, I've just enjoyed every minute of it, and I'll continue to keep enjoying it. Like I said before, to play for your country, for just getting one cap was something, and then, you know, to do it in front of the England fans, you know, England away, was really special. So for me, it's learning, you know, every day we're on the training pitch. Like I said before, every opposition has a different game plan. There's different, you know, challenges that go into the game. So for me, it's, of course, I've enjoyed it. I think you've got to enjoy it with your first tournament, but you've also got to be ready when your opportunity comes, when you step foot on the pitch.
Did you expect to have this massive pressure of trying to win over and over again, and how are you handling it?
I think as a player, you want to win every game that you play. That's, you know, for me, I've done that since I was 4 years old and I started playing football, and, you know, I'm still the same person now, still got that winning mentality of wanting to win. And when you play for your club level, you want to win. You know, you want to get as many points as possible in your domestic league. So for me, I don't think it's pressure in that way. I think it's, you want to take it on head first. You want to take that responsibility on. You want to take that honour to play for your country. So for me, it's just, yeah, taking it on.
You obviously have a different role with England than with West Ham. You're a starter at West Ham, backup so far here. How do you prepare for games if you do something differently?
I just prepare exactly the same. I've always done it, even when, you know, at West Ham, when I haven't started a game, I still prepare as if I'm, you know, playing the game, because if you do come on the pitch, you have to be ready and you have to have your preparation exactly the same. So for me, that's, you know, that's what has worked for me. So that's what I'll, you know, keep doing moving forward.
Okay, we go James Ollie next, and then back to Jerry Lawton.
Hi, Jarrod. The manager's talked about some of the players who haven't been to a tournament before, maybe being surprised by just the level of scrutiny around the team. It's obviously, as you say, your first tournament. I mean, how have you found it?
Like I said before, I try not to get caught up in the outside world and try and, you know, that's the same at my club level as well. I think there's scrutiny at club level as well when you play, and I think as a player, if you want to be a winner, if you want to achieve things, I think you have to shut yourself away from that and focus what you have in the group. And I think that's the main message is, you know, for us as players, is we know what we have as a group. And of course, football is a game of opinions, and we know there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, but, you know, it's about sticking together through every single moment. There's going to be disappointment along the way, but like I said at the start, you know, we're calm. We've got a real good togetherness, and for me, it's just I'm focused on every day on the training pitch, learning, and then when it comes to a game day, if I can get onto the pitch, it's about trying to make an impact and playing the football that I know I can do. So for me, that's my mindset of dealing with the scrutiny, if you say. So
you sort of come off social media completely, do you?
No, I'm not off, so I haven't deleted my socials, but I'm on there, but it's, you know, I've got friends, I've got family on there. You know, of course, I think you can get caught up. If you want to look for things, you can look for things, but for me, I don't want to look for things, so I'm not going to look for things.
Do you sort of encourage some of the other players to maybe do the same, just ignore it for a month?
Yeah, but I think, you don't know, we're not sat next to each other on our phones. We try to be a little bit more sociable than that. But I think every player is different. Every player's got a way of doing it, and of course, if, you know, it's affecting them, then you can say, listen, there's no point looking at that. But like I said, you don't fully know if people are looking all day, every day. You don't know that. But, you know, if it was me saying to the lads, I'd say just try and stay away from it, stay on the right mindset for what we want to achieve in this tournament.
And how bad was the pitch the other day? I mean, without sort of making excuses, it looked pretty bad to play.
Yeah, I thought I broke my ankle with the first 2 minutes when I came on, but yeah, it was definitely difficult. You know, it's not an excuse in the slightest, but, you know, it was something that I think Walks had a couple in the first 10 minutes where you could kind of see the chunks of ground coming up. But bit like bad divots if you're at a bad golf shot. It was a bit like that. So yeah, it was difficult, and I think the roof was closed as well because of the weather, which made it, you know, a lot more hotter in there as well. But those are the things that you have to, you know, that get forced to you sometimes. You know, you play the conditions of the pitches. You know, it's still a great stadium, great pitch. Just the other day, it was probably cutting up a little bit more than what we've probably experienced from the first game before that. But yeah, I wouldn't want to use that as a, you know, an excuse for the game.
What happened with your ankle? Did you turn on it and you thought?
Yeah, I just probably running a bit too fast for my brain and tried to turn around and just kind of got my foot stuck, and I thought, oh no, I'm in trouble here. But luckily got away with it. But it was just one of those pitches that, you know, you can kind of get your foot caught in the ground and it'll come up against you. But luckily I survived.
Psychologically, that must be quite difficult though. You just come on and then within 2 minutes you think, hang on, this surface, I can't trust it. You know?
Yeah, no, it definitely makes you think. You know, you're not sprinting. You're going to slow down a little bit before you get to the target where you are. But yeah, it was certainly a welcomer to the game for me to sprint after the ball and yeah, nearly twist my ankle out of place. But no, like I said, all good.
Thank you.
Thanks, James. Jerry Lawson, then Eric.
Hi, Jarrod.
Hi, mate.
I've got a mic, I'm okay. Good luck on Tuesday.
Thank you.
We've seen Danny in the crowd giving you great support. Could you just talk about the support she gives you and what is it? What does she tell you? Does she give you any instructions or is it just a bit of love? And
Yeah, no, I mean, she's not telling me tactically what to do. She ain't got a clue. But no, Danny, my mum, my dad, my sister, my brother, my two mates have all been out here. And like I said, it's my first tournament, so for them to come and, you know, see me representing my country at a major tournament is, for them, probably the pinnacle. So yeah, Danny's been great with, you know, travelling in and out, back home to Germany, back again, getting back late. Obviously, I'm sure everyone's heard the story of my dad in the camper van, so he's doing all the hours up the, I don't know if they're motorways in Germany, I don't know if that's the right word, but driving up there, the four of them. So all of them that have come out have been, yeah, really supportive. But yeah, like I said, no tactical info from Danny.
has he turned up in the camper van at the hotel?
What, my hotel?
Your hotel.
No, I can't get close to that. No, he's just been, I don't know where he's been, to be honest. He just kind of parks it up somewhere. I said take the England flags down just in case it gets, you know, the windows might get put through if the wrong fans come across it. But no, it's definitely been, they've enjoyed it. It's been long days for them, but with four of them, they can all kind of drive along the way and take turns in driving. I think him and my brother fell out by the time they were 5 minutes up the road. So you can imagine they've got, I don't know how many hours, and they've already fallen out. So, but no, it's like I said, it's for me representing my country at a tournament, and then for them to come and do it that way, the way they're doing it, is really special for them as well.
And what about father-in-law? He's not known for a man to resist a tackle on his TV and Hollywood career. A massive England fan. What advice has he given you about the tournament and specifically perhaps about Tuesday?
No, no kind of advice. You know, that's not the kind of route that, you know, people close to me go down. It's just more, you know, enjoy it, do what you've been doing, and play with a smile on your face. And that's been the same thing. Always gives me a message of good luck before a game, which is really nice. And I don't know if he's coming out to the games or not. I'm not sure what his schedule's doing. Hopefully he's not on the pitch. I see him 2 foot to someone the other day in Soccer Aid. But no, like I said, nothing in terms of advice and, you know, not how to play football, but, you know, in terms of the game, it's just more good luck and enjoy the game. And that's, you know, him and my whole family as well.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jerry. Pass across to Eric there, and then we'll go Pierre.
Hi, Jarrod. Eric Peters, Bill Germany. So how important will it be for England to finish top of the group to avoid a possible clash against Germany in the round of 16?
It'll be good for the spectators, I'm sure. But no, we know what we have to do. We're kind of in control of the destiny of the group. And, you know, every game that we play, we want to win. It's not about, you know, trying to avoid teams. You know, to be the best and to be winners, you have to beat the best. So, you know, for us, it's wanting to win every game. So the game Tuesday, we go there wanting to win that game, of course. You know, I don't think it would be ever in our mindset to, you know, say we're playing for a draw. For us, we're, like I said before, a group of winners. I truly believe that. And we go to Tuesday with the mindset to win the game. And, you know, then the knockout stage, football take care of itself, who you play against.
Can you say something about the atmosphere here in Germany? So are you satisfied? with it?
Yeah, no, very satisfied with the atmosphere. I think it's really good. You know, the Denmark game the other day, all their red T-shirts behind the goal. It was some spectacle, and obviously the England fans away travelling as well have been loud as anything. So yeah, it's been a really good atmosphere, at the stadiums.
Thanks, Eric. And we'll finish the live section with Pierre.
Hello, I'm Pierre from French newspaper L'Équipe. Just one question about your hotel. Do you enjoy it? And it looks like a bit isolated, and I was wondering in which extent does it help you maybe to be far from the external noise and to focus on competition?
Yeah, really important, and that's what I think the managers try to do. Keep it, try and keep it homely. And then when it's down to the training pitch, it's about this is work time, and I kind of have that split of this is for your relaxation and chill out time, and then when it's down to the training pitches, it's work time. So that's been working really well for us, and yeah, it's been lovely stay so far.
Thanks. Sorry, one more in the live section at the back there.
Hi, Jarrod. Abraham Romero from Spain, from El Mundo. Are you watching the rest of the tournament? Which teams do you think are doing better? And especially, what do you think about the Spanish team? And if Jude has told you something about it. Thank you.
And I thought you'd ask about Spain because they're doing so well. But no, there's been lots of really good sides that have started really well. I think Germany and their country as well have started really well. There's a couple of underdogs that I've been really impressed with. Turkey played the other day, and I thought that was Turkey against Georgia was just all-out war, and I thought it was brilliant to watch. So there's been lots of teams that have started really well, but it's still early days. We're 2 games in, sorry. So lots more opportunities for games to come up. But yeah, of course, Spain are doing well. I'm sure that's why you asked the question.
Okay, we'll end the live section there. We'll now move on to a very short section of Bargain Until